Her sound is a little Britney Spears and a little Amy Winehouse. And now Cutt is joining us in the studio.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Ooh! Isn't this cool? Like, that's your music video, and you're right here.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. How cool! Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I don't think I'll ever get over looking at musicians here and here at the same time. But hi everyone, and welcome to Mini Spotlight, where we highlight awesome stars in music, TV, and film. I am one of your hosts, Amy Cassandra Martinez, and I'm joined by the fantastic Cutt with 2 T's. Hi and welcome.
Hi.
I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm also so excited that we're looking at the music video for Messy. Look at how crazy. So tell us a little bit about working on that music video.
It was, we did it at Sound Nightclub, which was really awesome, which was actually really close to where I lived in Hollywood. So, yeah, you know, I always imagined the video being in a club. It had that kind of like, you know, Messy had that club sound. Even from the beginning when I first worked on this song and wrote it a couple of years ago. So yeah, it was a great experience. The lead actor, he's actually was in, his name's Mika Fitzgerald, and he was in Kendrick Lamar's video, one of his videos. I don't remember which, but he's very talented. So like after our first take, I was like, okay, we got this.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And now, when you're working on a music video, for people that don't know, are you singing there?
Yeah, I'm singing along with the track, but
Okay.
that's the recorded
Yeah,
that I worked on.
So, how long did it take? Because music videos look totally cool. And back in the day, we had TRL.
Yeah.
So, you know, music videos are amazing, but how long does it take?
This one took, you know, it wasn't too bad. It was just a 1-day shoot, but it was from, I think, we did it like 10 till 10, so like 12 hours, which I don't think is too bad, but it was, yeah, but it was good. It felt like a lot. You know, it was my first music video, so.
Now, okay, so when I think of music videos, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, I think of like a giant fan in front of me and just like, yes. Did you ever have that moment where you're like, yes, I'm a star?
Oh yeah, I was definitely feeling it. Before the cameras actually rolled though, like I was so nervous, and they were, like everyone was a little concerned because like I have to be, you know, like making out in this club with the lead actor, and he's like trying to like come over. I'm like, all like nervous and stuff, which works for the song, you know, the beginning lyrics are like trapped and all nervous. But right when the cameras rolled after that first take, we knew we had a good take and it was going to be a great day. So it was like I kind of like zoned into it and I was like feeling it, and yeah, I definitely was feeling like a star. It was like,
yeah,
it was great. And then I had like a photo shoot like a couple of days later, and I was like, oh my gosh, shit's gonna blow up.
Yes, that's so cool. So now take us back to when you got started, like from the very, very beginning, like when that music bug bit you.
I guess I can start, like, well, I've been singing my whole life just for myself, and like did like choirs and stuff in school, but I didn't start pursuing it professionally until 3 years ago. And I was doing a little bit of acting before that, and I knew I wanted to do music, but I was kind of just simultaneously considering both. And I didn't really love like the material I was going out with for acting, and also I was just, the audition process was so stressful. Like it was really stressful, and I was writing, I had a lot of songs, and I just wanted to be able to kind of go and do something on my own, produce my own material, something I was passionate about. And I went in the studio, the first time was 3 years ago, and it was the first version I ever did of Messy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so the song's like, I've had it for a while. And the chorus, I mean, it's changed a bit, but like the chorus is the same. And yeah, so it's been like a long process.
That's crazy. Well, and I feel like sometimes, you know, with musicians and creative people, it's not, oh my God, I'm about to get super philosophical. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey along the way. And everything that, you know, you've been through that has shaped who you are to be able to create music like this.
Definitely.
In July, you celebrated 2 years of sobriety.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you think that has really molded you as an artist?
Oh, it's, you know, life-changing. I remember like 3 years ago, they were saying like, so are you, like, who are you? What are you? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, give me some songs. Like, I'll go dance. Like, I just didn't they're like good girl, bad girl. I was like, I'll write whatever. You know, I didn't really understand the gravity of what they were saying when people asked that question in terms of who you are as an artist. And the past 2 years, I've discovered if you listen to the EP Nightmares, like it's dark. You know, I've gone through some dark periods because in getting sober, you're forced to face with like a lot of old shit that you haven't dealt with. A lot of old demons, a lot of stuff. So I've had to, through my songwriting, get a lot of that out and discover, and just deal with it. Just deal with it. Which when you're drinking or you're going out and you're partying, you always have that outlet. So you're kind of like, oh, I have a feeling I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna drink, or I'm gonna, you're constantly trying to control that. Right. And once you quit, you're left with a lot of emotions that you never sat with before. So that's where a lot of great songwriting comes, because you're forced to sit with that.
Now, for a singer, for an artist, do you imagine, when you created Messy, when you wrote it, did you imagine like, okay, I think people would listen to it here? I mean, obviously you would like people to listen to it anywhere, but when you have it in your mind, is it kind of like a music video where, oh yeah, I would like people to have it here? I mean, you said that you imagined the music video being in a club.
Yeah, well, when I wrote I always start with lyrics first.
Oh,
and
okay.
so it was just kind of a poem at first, just like me writing, and then I kind of came up with a melody to it. And wait, sorry, I'm coming back to the question. Once I went in the studio with the guy I met, who was the original kind of like producer that I did the demo with. His name's Danny Saber. He's a writer on the track. He overheard me talking about wanting to make the leap into music. I was at the driving range for like golfing.
Yeah.
I go there sometimes just to clear my head. And we went in the studio, and right immediately, like this kind of the vibe that we were working with and writing it together, I was like, I hear this in a club. It felt like a club song. So or those kind of like blue pink colors that are in the video.
It's really cool to be able to see a music video already come to life.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, it all connects.
Definitely.
And now the rest of the album, what can you tell us about Nightmares?
Well, from the moment I worked on Messy, for like 3 years, or for 2 years after that, I was just writing with different people. Like I was, different guitar players, writing songs, sending out demos. I've been sending out demos to labels. I just thought in my mind, get a label. So each step was honestly was trying to get a label, and to the point that you're like, okay, I've just done the whole project myself. And yeah, pretty much. So
Isn't that crazy?
Well, actually, yes, much. So I got sober about 9 months after I first worked on Messy, and I wrote Kind of a Bitch and Gets Me Off both within my first week of sobriety. So that was like, yeah, so those were like huge epiphany moments for me, both of those songs. So like I'll just go into it. Like Gets Me Off is about realizing that, oh, you like making yourself feel bad. Like there's something like you get off on that. Like there's something about making yourself indulge in those emotions that you like. And for Kind of a Bitch, it was just kind of an epiphany in terms of, I was actually on my way to an AA meeting. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah.
I was on the way to an AA meeting, and I had been friends with everyone. I was like Miss Social and all this stuff. And on the way there, I was like, I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want to talk to that person. I was like, oh my God, like, this is it. You're kind of a bitch. Like, this is where the social anxiety is coming from. You're like hiding something. And, obviously it gets deeper into that, but that's where the song came from. And then Fallen Fool was, I don't know, I want to get into that. But
I mean, there's so many great stories with each song. I think the album is really, really helpful for people that are going through so much too.
Yeah.
So where can people find the album? When can they find it and everything?
Yeah, it's on iTunes, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, all of that. So if you type in Cutt Nightmares, and it was produced by Scott Storch. I don't think I mentioned that. He's an amazing producer. He not everyone, Christina Aguilera. I actually was listening to Still Dre on the way here because it was on the radio. So yeah, he produced it. And yeah, so it's pretty much everywhere. You can see my website, www.cutt-music.com.
And then on social media, where can people find you?
Oh, Cutt Music _.
That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you.
And awesome job on the music video. I'm ready. I'm ready
you.
for you to like continue doing more and have those like, yeah, I'm a star moments.
Yes,
You know
I
what
would.
mean?
I would love those.
Cool. And thank you guys so much for watching. I am your host, Amy Cassandra Martinez, and you guys can find me on all social media at Amy Cassandra MTZ. And thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.